I'm on the design team for Deb for Gone Artsy, and I'm using the this beautiful I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see it? This beautiful pendant with the cameo and jewels around the outside. That's going to be my centre. This lovely mustard coloured doily, and I'm using this lovely crocheted lace down the centre, down the side, and I've got some wild orchid flowers as well, and I have got a trim somewhere. What's happened to my trim? There was something else I was going to use as well and I've lost it. Oh, here it is. I'm going to use this as well. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's like diamond with a little gem in the middle. So that's going to go along the bottom. So as I said, the card is 8 1/4 wide and the length is 11 1/2 inches, and then you score at 1 inch, 2 inch, then at 5 1/2 inch in the center. So you measure this the center for what your topper, etc., and I've done it so that this measures 2 inches this side and 2 inches this side, so I've got this nice piece in the middle. So once I've scored the middle one here at 5 1/2, I then scored this either side at 6 1/2, and then I just scored them, and that's how you create your. I will put the measurements up on Facebook and below this, because I'm recording this. I've cut this is graphic 45 paper. It's the Let's Celebrate. So I'm going to mat and layer that on top of one another for the centre, and then I've cut 2 strips, and I'm going to wrap this lace around it. I'm going to wrap that around it, and that is going to go on both sides. So first I'll get this. I don't like using wet glue on my card. It's doesn't work very well. I don't like it. It always bubbles up for me. Is anybody here? I know that it says I've got 3 viewers. Do you want to say who you are so I can say hello? Very quiet tonight. Oh well. I really do like doing using my double-sided tape on my card. Some people prefer to use wet glue, but it always distorts my card that I'm using, or paper. So anyway, I'll and mat and layer this up. And I've remembered to put my heat gun on today as well. So mat and layer that on. Hi Teresa, you okay? I have recorded this, so if you've missed the beginning, it should be live and in 24 hours. So I've done I'm making a centre stepper card. All the measurements will be, I'll put down below once it's done. Then for the centre, I'm going to use this really pretty mustard doily. Place that in there, and then I've got this really nice, but I'll leave that till the last because I want to wrap this around these two pieces. I've measured them so I know they will fit. I'm going to wrap this lovely lace from Deb's store, which opens again on Sunday. So she's got lots of lovely goodies in there. So I'll wrap that round. I'll just use the tape to just secure the lace so it doesn't come off, and then I'll put it on mat and layer it on the side of the I'm not too bad. I've been very busy sorting stuff out, and as you do, looking after my parents and that. So have you got how are your eyes now? Are they better, Teresa? And then what I'm doing, sorry folks, I'm going to place that on the side. Like that. Can you see? So I'll do the next piece as well, and what I'm going to do then, I'll do this second piece. So I'll just do exactly the same with this side as well, so that I've got two sides are matching. Really quick and easy. Once you've got the dimensions and you've made a couple of these stepper cards, they're really quick and easy to make. It's just a case of decorating them. I've used craft card as a base for this card as well. I do like my craft card. That's the centre doily that I'm using on this is, don't know if you remember, Debs did, the design team, we all gave her the colours that we liked, and she made sets of goodies from her shop and named them after the girls. And this is part of, because I said that I liked autumnal colours. This is from the Linda kit. I just thought it went nice with the craft card. So that is it so far. Can you see the lace either side? Now along the bottom, sorry, I'm OCD about tidying. These lovely flowers are from Wild Orchid. They're like can't remember what they're called, and I'm not sure whether they're called a chrysanthemum or I just can't remember the name of them, but I like the colour because they're cream and brown with a lovely orange centre, and I just thought a couple of them down the side, each side, would look really nice. So that is what I'm going to do with them. Where would you be without your Tim Holtz scissors? Hi Deb. Just adding these lovely flowers from Wild Orchid. I'm going to add these along the bottom. I'm going to add this along the bottom. I'm not happy with this. Right, what I've done so far, I've done the first, I'm nearly at the end of doing the stepper card, which is the first card. I've said that I will put the measurements. I've made it so it's imperial for the USA girls. I usually do mine in centimetres, obviously, but I've adapted it for imperial measurements, so I will put them below the video once it when it goes live, and I'll also take a photograph of it and scan it and put it in the files in Chic Craftique. So that is that, and I'm just about to finish off. I've used the doily from my set. The lace, this lace is also from the set that you named after me, and put in this as the centerpiece. I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see? I love this. So this is going to be the centerpiece, and I'm just about to put that on now because I've nearly finished this first card. I actually remembered to put put my heat glue, my glue gun on. I keep calling it heat gun. I don't know why. Never mind. Kath will understand. She knows exactly what I mean when I say it, when I call it something I shouldn't. So I'm just finishing putting this pearl along the bottom, and then this is this card done. And as I said, I will photograph or scan the measurements and put a copy in Chic Craftique, and you can always message me on Facebook and I can send you a copy, send you the measurements. So that is the centre stepper card. I don't know what's the matter, I just can't get I hope you can see it. I can't get it to focus properly. It's driving me nuts. Is that alright? Can you see it better? Can you see it? So that's the first card. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. Right, the next card I was going to I'm going to show you how to do is called a bendy card. Now, the lady who I've kind of changed this for me, but the overall template is from a lady called Emma Fuchs, and I will put a link to, because I think she needs, she deserves the credit of where, but this is my design, apart from the bendy bit at the bottom where these two bend to create. You can lay it flat and it goes flat into a card. I'm sorry, I just cannot get this lighting properly. So you can stop them from bending and lie them flat and they will go in an envelope, but you kind of have a tag on the end of this and a slit in the back of the card, and the same in the first bend, and it goes across like that. And this is graphic 45, but I will put photographs, and I'm hoping the video is a lot better than what I'm showing you now, because I'm not happy. So for this I have got lots of goodies. I've even stood today, ladies, and ironed the butterflies from Deb's store because they were bendy. So I've got a couple of the butterflies which I'm going to be using, and these leaves, I love these leaves, and there's kind of three in a cluster, so I'm going to cut them. So I've got separate leaves and they take distressing fabulous. So I'm going to use shabby shutters, and then I've got this lace which I have used before and is one of my favourite, and I've actually cut, that's how you buy it in half yard increments, and I have cut it in half so it fits across the top of my bendy bits. And then I've got some lovely roses, cream and burgundy roses, and they're just in my stash. And I've got a few gem bits as well, which I'm not from Deb's stall as well, so I've got a lot to play with. Now I will put the measurements for this bendy card on. Again, I'll do a template and that, and put it on Chic Craftique, and if you want it you can always message me. Now I've got a nice patterned, that is the back piece, and the way Emma did it, she just did a square. Now I've added I'm not sure if you can see, can you see I've added dimension shape to the top of it. So that was the base of my card, and then I've taken 2 pieces of contrasting with little flowers across the bottom, and what you do is you score half an inch this side, and then I've measured in, where's my tape measure? I need inch one so I can tell you, and then that is 1 3/4. So from this score point to here, you cut a slit for this piece to go in, which tucks in there like that, and then the same with this. You cut. You score this half an inch in, and this measures 2.5 by 8, and this one measures, oh no, 6, sorry, that's 6 by 3.5, and that is, yeah, that's 6 as well. So they both measure the same in the length, sorry, but the width is different. So that's 2 and that's 3.5, or is it 2.5? Sorry, 2.5, and that's 3.5. And then in the back piece here, so I want this piece to bend, so this piece will bend like that. Can you see where it bends? You put a slit in the back one. Put a slit in the back one there. And then I just decorate it. So I like to use, when I'm doing kinetic cards, I like to use the red double-sided tape, because it's very, very strong, and it once it's on it will not move. So I'll just get that off. Has anybody got any questions? Yes, Deb, there is a template for this, and I'll sort it out. I need to scan it and write all the measurements out, and once I've done that, I'll do that tomorrow morning. I'll get it onto the Chic Craftique, and people can, you know, message me. So I've put that one on. So I'm not happy with this. So I put the smallest on first, and I'm just going to put the bigger one on, the wide one. So the widest one tucks into the back of the card here, and then this smaller piece tucks in to that one, she says. There we are. And can you see how it bends? Can you see how it bends? So I will scan the template for this and put it on. Do you glue the flaps to the back or the front? You put it to the back, sorry. You put the flaps to the back of the card. I'm not sure if you can see them. There. Okay. And I would advise you using double-sided tape rather than wet glue. And then it's just a case of decorating. I've got this from my stash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to the top there. I should have used a darker card. I'm sorry ladies if it's not very good. I'm going to glue that to the top there. So I'll do that with my little trusty glue gun. Yeah, I've named it right. Usually I call it a heat gun or a heat tool. It's Friday night. Have you all had a good day? I keep forgetting it's 2 o'clock where you are, and it's like 8:30 here in the evening. So I've had a full day. See? So I've put that on there. There we are. And I'll do the same with the bottom one as well. I think it's just nice, and this really, if you, for a birthday card or anniversary, well, for any occasion, I mean, this would be really nice at Christmas as well. It would be lovely at Christmas because it will really stand proud on your mantelpieces or your sideboards. So, and it will get a lot of comments made about it as well. So I just really like this. And then I'm going to add trim, pale trim across the top. How is your knee now, Deb? Is it okay? I know you're still recovering, but is it okay? Gosh. Well, I'm up at, I get up at 20 to 7 every morning. Some mornings earlier. And I never stop. I'm on the go all day. And poor husband's shattered. So I've added, just before don't you just love the strings from the glue gun? Right, so I've added pale trim across the top there. So I'll just add pale trim across the other bit. I will put these up on my blog as well, with instructions, so that's another place that you can always refresh your memory. could we do without our heat guns, ladies? Right, so that I'm going to leave that like that. So as you can see, I wish I should have picked a darker card. I'm sorry, ladies, if you can't see it very well. But in effect, I put the lace across the bottom, and then across the top of the lace I've put pearl trim. And then what I'll do is I'll decorate the top of the card, and I can put a nice sentiment, a birthday sentiment. And you can see it just stands really nice. Yeah, I can. Is that better? So you can see it stands up on its own. I mean, it's not a really heavy card at all. I think it's about, well, we do 3 GSM, so I'm saying it's 300 GSM, which is quite a substantial card weight, and it will stand. So once you've got the bend and tucked in and that, it will stand. And I'm just going to finish decorating it with the lovely leaves from Deb. Now, as I said before, with these leaves, there's 3 leaves, and what I like to do is I like to trim them. You get more out of them, so I'm going to trim this. So that's one leaf, and hope you're not crying, Deb. Me cutting your leaves up, but they're just fabulous leaves. I love them. And there's, see, we've got 3 leaves. So next thing is I'm going to distress them or colour them with my shabby shutters. Just want to give them a bit of colour. You don't really need much. I don't want it in my face. I just want it so. And then I've got these flowers. So I either use 3 or I always use odd number of flowers, and for this one I'm going to do 5. So I'm going to I'll do it. So I'm going to arrange them along the top here. So I like to just have a play first, and then just play around. Do it like that, and then the butterfly. I'm going to nestle the butterfly on the top of the flower like that. Looks like you could almost use 2 of one. Yeah, you could. You could take, actually, you could take the center one off and use that as a butterfly. Put beads down the front, down the middle. I know where you're coming from, Teresa, and that's a good idea. So I know exactly what you mean. I might have a play at that and show you. So that's what I'm going to do. I quite like that display there, and I might use some of these beads to have them coming out. So if I do, hold on, I've got some single beads, so I'll use them. I'll do a couple of strands, different sizes. Always work in 3s or 5s or what. I'm just OCD about stuff like that. And I'll just have the beads coming out. So what do you think? Do you like that display? With the beads. I always, before I glue anything down, I always like to have a play and arrange things around, and then I'll go in and glue everything. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, have you got any questions to ask? Don't you just love these glue strings? They drive me nuts. Ow, that was hot. I just think by cutting these leaves up, they just go along, you know, a long way really. And so I'll do that one. Has anybody got any questions? I am recording this as well, Deb, just so you know. I haven't forgotten. I nearly forgot to send it to broadcast, but I did send it to record. Nearly.
I'm in your webcast link.
Yeah, it's okay. It's working. Sorry, ladies. That was husband just asking if I was doing all right, if it was working. Bless. So, and then I can. Last thing I've got to do then is just put a sentiment, and that, ladies, is my bendy card. Has anybody got any questions? So these are the ones I've done. So I did that one to show you, and this was made using Graphic 45 Botanical Tea, and this is card from my stash. Two totally different cards, but you can see this with this one I've used the flower. I've actually used your leaf Deb whole, and then just added the flowers, and I distressed it with shabby shutters, I just added trim and then decoupage the butterflies on here and the little bird. So that's all I did. So that it's a really easy card to make, and once I get the dimensions to you, and I will put a link to Emma's tutorial, because she just did it as a square, no shape top, but I changed it because I wasn't happy with it. I wanted something different. Height as well, I wanted the height. And then the other one I've done, as you know, I love steampunk. I've not done steampunk for a while, so I made this steampunk card using my Tim Holtz gears, papers, topper. This I used my alcohol inks to change this from silver to like a tarnished colour. And then the one I've just done tonight, what have I done with it? Oh, I've used items from the Linda autumnal kit that Deb put together for me and named after me. These all will go on my blog over the next couple of days. I will get the templates for the stepper card and the bendy card scanned, and all the measurements put on on Chic Craftique, and Deb, I'll even put some in the in Gone Artsy as well, so that if anybody wants one, the girls, if I'm not around, the girls can just let the girls have them. So for totally different cards, but this one is especially easy to do, and I've changed this to imperial because in the UK we do use centimetres now, so I have changed it to imperial for my American friends. And that is all for tonight, ladies. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please just ask me on Facebook. I'm always around. Have you got any questions for me? Yes, Deb, I know it needs to go on Artsy as well. I'll get it put on Gone Artsy for you as well. Thanks, ladies, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks ever so much for your company. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You'll have fun. Any problems, just PM me. I'm always around. Always happy to help anybody. You're welcome, sweetie. I'll speak to you soon. Oh, I'll speak to you tomorrow, Deb. Bye, love. Bye, everybody. Good night.